Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Rashad Perriman off to the races. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
They go play action here on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. On second down, here's Griffin. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Griffin. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now back out comes the offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Anthony Barr in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long. It's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
On 3rd down, Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see. Feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Slow! Z!
They go play action with Griffin. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And now here come the Ravens. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Leopard! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a give to Collins. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Perriman, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Griffin on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Dancing to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Griffin being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play. Sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They begin the drive with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gone, gone!
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Griffin. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Griffin. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Griffin forced out to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The give is to Bell, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Griffin. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 17-14. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They go play action. Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they... He's got him in! Complete! Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down.
Boy, he does it a high.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll buy some time right. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Big hold of the 30. And some room to maneuver. Bell sheds him off. It's a big run that time by Bell. 78 yards. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On second down, here's Griffin. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Griffin. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Bell, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Gone! Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
No. Check. Patriot!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Detroit!
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Jackson. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
We got three.
Again, it's Johnson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. I don't see any flags, Charles. And in the final stages, the return touchdown has him an extra point away from tying this up.
You're exactly right. The field is clean. It's going to count.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing now is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Detroit!
Now Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jaleel Scott in the final minute, and the Ravens have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.